What if I told you that the first person to blow the whistle on Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a journalist, wasn't an FBI agent, wasn't a federal prosecutor? It was a mother, a woman who noticed something wrong with her stepdaughter. A 14-year-old girl who suddenly had more cash than a teenager should. A woman who asked questions. A woman who called the police. And that single phone call, one call, from one parent in March 2005, set off a chain of events that would eventually expose one of the largest child sex trafficking operations ever documented on American soil. Source: Palm Beach PD. Initial complaint: March 2005. Miami Herald. Perversion of justice. Part 1. But here's the part nobody talks about. The police listened. They investigated. They built an airtight case. And the system still tried to bury it. Stay till the end to see what was found inside that mansion. And what happened to the evidence after. I'm Mark Epstein, and this is the Epstein Files. March 2005, Palm Beach, Florida. A woman walks into a conversation with law enforcement that will alter the course of American criminal justice, though nobody knows it yet. She contacts the Palm Beach Police Department with a concern about her 14-year-old stepdaughter. The girl has been coming home with hundreds of dollars in cash. She says she earned the money giving massages to a man in a house on the island of Palm Beach. Source: Palm Beach PD. Initial complaint: March 2005. Miami Herald. Perversion of justice. Part 1. The address she identifies: 358 Brillo Way, Palm Beach, Florida. The man she describes: Jeffrey Edward Epstein. Source: Palm Beach County Property Records, Palm Beach PD Investigation Files. Now, Palm Beach is one of the wealthiest communities in the United States. The average resident does not attract police scrutiny. The island is a fortress of wealth and discretion. Complaints about billionaires are not common, but this complaint isn't about money laundering or tax fraud. It's about a child. And to their credit, the Palm Beach Police Department does not look the other way. The case is assigned. The man who will lead the investigation is Detective Joseph Recarey of the Palm Beach Police Department. His supervisor, the chief of police, is Michael Reiter. These two men will spend the next year building one of the most detailed local sex crimes investigations in Florida history. Source: Palm Beach PD Case Records, Miami Herald. Perversion of justice. But here's where it gets disturbing. Detective Recarey begins with the initial victim, the 14-year-old stepdaughter. Her account, documented in Palm Beach police records, describes a specific and methodical process. She tells Recarey that she was recruited by another girl, a slightly older teenager, who told her she could earn easy money by giving massages at a rich man's house. She was driven to 358 Brillo Way. She entered through the kitchen area. She was led upstairs to a room on the second floor. Inside that room was a massage table. There were oils and lotions. What began as a massage escalated into sexual contact. She was paid approximately $300 in cash, and she was told to come back and to bring friends. Source: Palm Beach PD victim interviews. Probable cause affidavit prepared by Detective Recarey. Miami Herald. Perversion of justice. Part 1. That last detail, bring friends, is the key that unlocks the scope of this case. Because as Detective Recarey follows that thread, he discovers this girl is not an isolated case. She was recruited by someone. That someone was recruited by someone else, and each of them was recruited by yet another girl before her. It is a chain, a pyramid, a system designed to constantly supply new victims. Each girl who brings another girl is paid a finder's fee, typically $200. The girls being brought in are paid $200 to $300 per visit. Many of them are 14, 15, 16 years old. Many of them come from the less affluent communities surrounding Palm Beach, places like Royal Palm Beach, Lake Worth, and Loxahatchee, where families are working class, and $300 is significant money for a teenager. Source: Palm Beach PD investigation records, victim interviews, Miami Herald, perversion of justice. Part 1. Testimony at Maxwell trial, case 20 CR 330, SDNY. Detective Recarey interviews one girl. She names another. That girl names two more. Those two name others. According to the Miami Herald's investigation by Julie K. Brown, Recarey would eventually compile a list of victims that grew to approximately 40 or more identified individuals, many of them minors at the time of the abuse. Source: Miami Herald, perversion of justice, Palm Beach PD records, FBI investigation records referenced in Case 08-80736 CIV SD Flaw. And the accounts are strikingly consistent, almost identical in fact. Every girl describes the same house, the same route, through the kitchen, up the stairs, the same room, the same massage table, the same escalation from a massage into sexual acts, the same cash payment afterward, the same instruction: come back and bring someone new. Source: Palm Beach PD, probable cause affidavit, victim interviews, Miami Herald, perversion of justice. This consistency, across dozens of separate interviews with girls who did not know each other, is what transforms this from a he said, she said into an evidence-based pattern of criminal conduct. But Detective Recarey doesn't stop at victim interviews. He goes further. He employs a technique known as trash pulls, collecting refuse from the property at 358 Brillo Way before it reaches municipal collection. Among the discarded items, police recover phone message slips. These slips contain names and telephone numbers, many of them belonging to young girls. Some slips include scheduling notations. This is physical, corroborating evidence found in the suspect's own garbage, supporting the testimony of multiple victims. Source: Palm Beach PD investigation records, evidence logs, Miami Herald, perversion of justice. And then there are the parents. As Recarey's investigation expands, he begins contacting families. Some parents, like the initial complainant, have already noticed something wrong. Their daughters are coming home with unexplained cash. Their behavior has changed. Some have become withdrawn. Others are acting out. In some cases, parents had no idea where the money was coming from. In other cases, according to the Miami Herald's reporting, parents were told by their daughters that they were earning money through legitimate work, babysitting, odd jobs. The truth was far darker. Source: Miami Herald, perversion of justice. Part 1. Palm Beach PD victim and family interviews. The fact that this case began with a parental complaint is critical. It means the first line of defense for these children was not the government. It was not the FBI. It was not the state attorney's office. It was a family member who paid attention. Now, if you're still here, it means you can handle the truth. So let me show you what they didn't want you to see. By the fall of 2005, Detective Recarey has compiled extensive evidence, victim interviews, corroborating physical evidence from trash pulls, and witness testimony from individuals connected to the household. Based on this body of evidence, he prepares a probable cause affidavit. Chief Michael Reiter reviews the case and approves the application for a search warrant on the property at 358 Brillo Way. The warrant is granted, and in October 2005, Palm Beach police execute it. What they find inside confirms everything the victims described. Source: Palm Beach PD search warrant application and return, October 2005. Palm Beach County Court records, Miami Herald, perversion of justice. What they find inside confirms everything the victims described. On the second floor, police locate the massage table, precisely where every victim said it would be. They document massage oils, lotions, and related items. Source: Palm Beach PD search warrant return, evidence inventory, Miami Herald, perversion of justice. They find photographs of young females, some of them nude or partially nude. They recover phone records and message pads, consistent with the materials found in earlier trash pulls. The layout of the house matches in detail the descriptions given by victims who had been interviewed independently of each other. The physical evidence aligns with the testimony. The testimony aligns with the physical evidence. The trash pulls corroborate both. Every layer of the investigation reinforces the last. This is textbook police work. And yet, this is where the official story falls apart. Because what happened after the search warrant was executed is a study in institutional failure. Detective Recarey and Chief Writer presented their findings to the Palm Beach County State Attorney's Office, led by State Attorney Barry Krischer. The police department recommended multiple felony charges, including charges related to lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor, serious sex crimes against children. Source: Palm Beach PD case referral to State Attorney. Miami Herald, Perversion of Justice. Part 1. According to the Miami Herald's Perversion of Justice investigation, the response from Krischer's office was not what anyone expected. Instead of pursuing the felony charges recommended by police, the State Attorney's Office took the case to a Palm Beach County grand jury in 2006. But the presentation, according to reporting by Julie K. Brown, was limited in scope. Source: Palm Beach County Grand Jury Proceedings 2006, Miami Herald, Perversion of Justice, Part 1. The grand jury returned a single charge, one count of solicitation of prostitution. One count, solicitation of prostitution. Not sexual battery of a minor, not lewd and lascivious molestation, not child sex trafficking. Solicitation of prostitution, a charge that linguistically transforms the victims from abused children into willing participants in a commercial transaction. 14-year-old girls, classified by implication as prostitutes. Pause. Meanwhile, Epstein's legal defense had already assembled. And this was no ordinary defense team. According to court filings and press reporting, attorneys representing Epstein at various stages included Alan Dershowitz, Kenneth Starr, Jay Lefkowitz, Roy Black, Jack Goldberger, and Gerald Lefcourt, some of the most prominent criminal defense attorneys in the United States. Source: PACER, attorney appearances in cases 08-800-736, CIV, and related proceedings. Miami Herald, Perversion of Justice. According to the Miami Herald, members of this defense team engaged in direct communications with the state attorney's office. Communications that the police department viewed as unusual and aggressive for a case of this nature. Source: Miami Herald, Perversion of Justice. Part 1. Chief Michael Reiter found the state attorney's handling of the case so inadequate that he took an extraordinary step. He wrote to Barry Krischer expressing his department's concern with the disposition of the case. And then, he went over Krischer's head entirely. Chief Reiter contacted the Federal Bureau of Investigation and asked the FBI to open a federal investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. Pause. Source: Miami Herald, Perversion of Justice. Palm Beach PD Communications. FBI case initiation referenced in federal proceedings. Think about what that means. A local police chief, dissatisfied with his own county's state attorney, bypasses the entire state prosecution system and takes his case directly to the federal government. That does not happen in ordinary circumstances. That is the act of a man who believes the system above him has failed, and that the only path to justice runs around it. Pause. The FBI opened its investigation through the Southern District of Florida. The United States Attorney for that district was R. Alexander Acosta. Federal agents re-interviewed victims already identified by Palm Beach Police. They identified additional victims. Source: FBI investigation records. Case 08-800-736, CIV, SD Flaw, DOJ records. Miami Herald, Perversion of Justice. The FBI's investigation confirmed and expanded upon everything Detective Recarey had built. But as we covered in earlier episodes of this series, and as we will examine in detail in upcoming files, that federal investigation did not result in a federal indictment. It resulted in the non-prosecution agreement of 2007, an agreement that gave Epstein a state plea deal, an 18-month county jail sentence with work release, and federal immunity that extended not just to him, but to any potential co-conspirators, named and unnamed. Source: NPA document, referenced in case 08-80736-CV, 18 U.S.C., paragraph 3771, Judge Kenneth Mara ruling, February 21, 2019, Miami Herald, Perversion of Justice, Part 2. The victims were not consulted. They were not notified, in violation of the Crime Victims' Rights Act. That ruling, by United States District Judge Kenneth A. Mara on February 21, 2019, in case number 08-80736-CIV in the Southern District of Florida, confirmed what Chief Writer and Detective Recarey had known for years. The system had failed these children. Source: PACER. Case 08-80736-CIV, Judge Mara ruling, February 21, 2019. And that brings us back to where this all started. Pause. March 2005. A phone call. A parent who noticed something was wrong. A police department that did its job. A detective who interviewed victim after victim, built a case file that should have been unassailable, and watched as the institutions above him dismantled it piece by piece. Pause. The question that lingers, the question this episode demands you sit with, is this. Pause. What happens in a system where the police do everything right, and it still isn't enough? Pause. Who decided that 40 victims weren't enough for a felony? Who decided that a billionaire's defense team should have more access to the state attorney than the investigating officers? And how many other 358 El Brillo Ways exist in communities across this country? Places where the first report was made, where the evidence was gathered, and where the system still chose to look the other way. Pause. Detective Joseph Recarey died on May 1, 2018, at the age of 50. He never saw Jeffrey Epstein face federal charges. Source: Obituary Records, May 2018, Miami Herald. He never saw the case he built reach its proper conclusion. Pause. But the records he created, the interviews, the affidavits, the evidence logs, they survive. Source: Miami Herald. They are the foundation upon which every subsequent investigation was built. Without Recarey's work, without Writer's decision to go to the FBI, this story might never have been told. Pause. The powerful bury the truth, but paper has a longer memory than power. Pause. If this episode opened your eyes, hit subscribe and the bell icon, because every file matters. Comment below. What do you think would have happened if that one parent had never made that call? I read every single one. Share this before it disappears from your feed. Next file, the non-prosecution agreement, the document that traded justice for silence. We're going to read it line by line, and you'll see exactly whose names were protected and what was given away. That document exists, and you deserve to see it. I'm Mark Epstein, and I'll see you in the next file.